So with 54 seconds left in the first quarter, it's Murfreesboro Oakland 7, Lebanon 0.
Caballero will kick it off for the Patriots. Right-footed soccer-style kicker. Deep to return for Lebanon High School is the freshman Tony McCarver. McCarver standing inside his 5-yard line. O.J. Easter flanks him on one side.
And Caballero set to kick. Sparse crowd for Lebanon on their feet. Would like to see a big return out of the Blue Devils here. And here's Oakland's kick. A drive and kick down the middle. It's going to be taken by the up man Easter. He's at the 20, 25. Still on his feet. Roars out over the 30 to the 31-yard line. O.J. Easter picked it up at about the 10. He was one of the short men and brings it out to about the 31-yard line where they will mark it. They may give him the 32.
Nice return by Easter as Oakland deciding to go with the line drive kind of kickoff, and O.J. with the presence of mind to field that cleanly and get upfield and take what he could get out of it. And Lebanon's got pretty decent field position.
Blue Devils out at the 32-yard line, first down and 10. They go with a double wide out set. And Pitt, I think, checks off at the line of scrimmage, gives off to Greer, and Greer is going to blast over the middle or the guard on the left side, get a good surge, blast out over the 35 to the 36-yard line. A solid 5 gained by Matt Greer on a good carry.
Nice blocking at the point of attack. Good lead block by Brian Reeves. Wilson, Clemens, Hicks, Gann up front, wedging them out and getting Oakland going backwards, and Greer filling in there and picking up some pretty good yards.
Blue Devils looking at a 2 and 5 now from their 36-yard line. And again, they go with that double wide out set, which they've used all evening so far. Probably the last play, first period. Here comes Greer. He's through 40, 45. Greer over the 50, down over the 49 to the 48-yard line of Oakland goes Matt Greer. And Lebanon's got a first down. And I think the quarter will, well, it'll probably end before they get the play away. But we've got to let the clock run down, and it's stopped right now. Now it will run down, and the quarter will end at the end of a period. It's Oakland 7, Lebanon nothing. We'll be back here at Noakes Lassiter after this 30-second timeout.
I'm Joy Ansfelder, a senior varsity football cheerleader. We're here with Mr. Alan Bain of Piggly Wiggly, and we'd like to thank him for his Blue Devil support and present him with this Blue Devil souvenir.
Piggly Wiggly is proud to support the Lebanon Blue Devils.
Let's go, Lebanon!
On FM 99, WANT, and WCOR AM 900 in Lebanon. Tommy Bryant, Clyde Harville, Terry Stafford, and John Bryan bringing you all the play-by-play action of Lebanon High Blue Devil football. And don't forget that the Blue Devils basketball program, Devils and Devillettes, will also be on FM 99 as the season starts November the 22nd on a Friday night as Hendersonville comes to Lebanon to start the 1996-97 basketball season. 7-0, Oakland leads the Blue Devils at the end of one period of play, and Terry Stafford, the tailback for Lebanon, Matt Greer, has had a pretty good night so far running that football.
Tommy picked up 40 yards in the first quarter. He picked up 15 of those on the very last play of the first quarter, so he went from the 37 all the way up to the 48. So Matt with a big first quarter, 40 yards on 5 carries.
Maybe this cold weather has put a little pep in their step. Greer looks like he's hitting that hole a little bit quicker.
And it looks like he's getting some holes too.
Right,
Clyde DeLine is doing a pretty good job opening it up for him.
And you got to have them before you can hit them. Lebanon with a 1st and 10 at the Oakland 48. And again, they give it to Greer. Again, a big hole. Greer drives over the 45, drives down over the 40, inside the 39, down to the 38-yard line. Greer awfully close to another first down, may have it for the Blue Devils.
John, a good surge by that offensive front got Greer into the running room.
You know, Tommy, we were talking that they were maybe showing pass and then Greer's picking the seam, but that play there, they busted out there and made a hole for him. He did find the seam and, of course, gained good yardage, but credit that to that O-line.
And, John, what about all those ninth graders on the sideline tonight? The coaches told me that during the week of practice that they added some life and excitement to practice. Are they a little lively down there on the sideline tonight?
They are. They're excited, of course, being up here on the varsity level, and this is big time for them, and they're showing it with a lot of enthusiasm on the sideline.
Lebanon going to be just a little short on that run by Greer, so Lebanon will be looking at a second down and about a foot to go for the first.
Well, that's an ideal situation to be in after that big gain on first down, isn't it?
That gives you so many different options offensively. Your entire playbook is open, especially given the good field position inside Oakland territory, and now you've got just a very short distance to go for the first, and probably got a play you can waste right here.
Well, let's see what the Blue Devils do. They'll bring Hankins to the near side, short side of the field as they move from your right to left, and set Rudd to the wide side or the far side. And Pitt will make the call, and they give it to the big fullback, and he's got the first down by a mile. Blast down over the 35, inside the 34 to the 33-yard line goes Brian Reeves. Behind, as Tommy told you earlier, some of the best blocking we've seen so far this year. The Blue Devil front wall are moving people tonight.
Well, they're getting in Oakland's pads, Clyde, and just maintaining contact. And in the offensive front, if the backs will hit the hole quickly, really a stalemate's all you need. You don't have to put them on their back. Just get them a little room.
1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. Pitt sets them down and again gives to Greer. Greer this time runs into a stone wall. No gain. Oakland was all over that one. That big fullback Emerson Williams, who's playing at a linebacker, he really stuffed that up and then got some help from the other linebacker, Jonathan Lee, and the free safety, Michello, came up to really put a stop to that play for the Blue Devils. It'll be 2nd down and 10. No gain on the play.
Chris Bain comes into the game. Adam Pitt goes out, so Lebanon in that overload on the right side. So we've got basically 3 big bodies on that right side: Wilson, Rocky Gann, and Bain.
Rudd goes right. Hankins is left. Pitt pitches back to his tailback, and Greer's got a little room. Slides outside, and they close that in a hurry. He's got down to the 31, maybe the 30-yard line. A gain of about 3, and looked like he was going to have a lot more room than that. But the cornerback, Richardson, came up strong on that side and made the tackle.
They get a little bonus work out of Bain, a kid who'd hurt his knee in the early going, and we thought would be relegated just to long snapping last week, but got in and got a few snaps at the tackle position, and now he has rehabbed sufficiently where we can get just a little more play out of him and going with an extra tackle to get some more beef on that front.
3rd down and 7 for the Blue Devils. Football at the 31-yard line of Oakland. And Pitt will set them down. Pitt down the line on the option. Going to keep it and turn it inside. Gain a couple of yards down to about the 28-yard line. Pitt wanted to pitch, decided that was a bad decision, and just kept it and turned it up. Although there wasn't a lot of room, they would have probably gotten less yardage had he made the pitch.
John, I'm sorry, Clyde.
It'll bring up 4th and 5. We'll get it together here in a moment.
Probably a good move there, John, him not pitching the football.
He thought about it, was going to pitch it, then pulled it back in, Tommy, and probably was the best decision he could make.
Lebanon now puts 2 wideouts right, brings Hankins left. That's Pitt and Rudd to the right, to the wide side. Oakland jumps, but not near enough. Lebanon trying to draw him offside, and now the Blue Devils will take a timeout as Lebanon's long count almost made Oakland jump, and they almost got a 5-yard penalty out of that, but they hang on, and there's timeout on the field. 9:06 to play before the half. 7-0 Oakland. We'll be back.
Hello, my name is Christy Ballard, LHS Varsity Football Cheerleader. I'm here with Mark Walker from First Baptist Church to present him with this LHS souvenir.
Thanks, Christy, and we are proud to support LHS Football.
Go Big Blue!
Bob Dillard in the huddle with his offense as Lebanon took a timeout. 9:06 to go in the first half. Lebanon trails Oakland 7-0. Lebanon facing now a 4th down and about 5 to go for the first.
And let's see what the Blue Devils do. It'll be 4th down and 5. So if they're going to keep this drive alive, and it's been a good one for the Blue Devils, they're going to have to come up with a big 4th down play. Double wideouts left now. And Lebanon will pitch to the far side to McCarver, the tailback, and Oakland is all over him, and they throw him for a 2-yard loss, or a 3-yard loss, back to the 32-yard line, and Oakland will take over the football. They wanted to pitch it out to McCarver and get him wide and let him turn on some speed, but Oakland would have none of that, played it well, and Lebanon's drive ends at the 32-yard line.
In fact, it looked like on the very end of the play, McCarver dropped the football, and Jason Spray, the nose man, recovered for the Patriots. So nonetheless, Oakland takes over the football. They were going to get it on downs anyway.
And the Patriots, with 9 minutes on the first half clock, leading 7-0, have the football at their own 32. And they pitch it back to Richardson. It's loose. Lebanon's got it. Blue Devils pick it up. at the 30-yard line. A bad pitch. He pitched it a little high, and it hit Richardson on the pads and came loose. And the Blue Devils are all over it. And, Tommy, I can't say enough about this Blue Devil defense tonight. They are playing well.
Well, they came hard with some pressure from the corner as Titus Kelly came on a corner blitz and kind of disrupted the play some, recovering the football for Lebanon, Brad Clemens. So Lebanon's offense back in business deep in Oakland territory.
Almost at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Blue Devils. Double wideouts to the near side. Mike Greer and Hankins. Rudd to the far side, and they throw to Hankins on the near side, and Hankins trying to get free is going to get a yard or so, and that corner playing that well. Big old number 9 there for Oakland, and that number belongs to Richburg, and Richburg came up from the corner and made the play after about a 2, possibly 3-yard gain. Well, call it a 3-yard gain. 2nd down, 7 for the Blue Devils.
Lebanon with a short drop, 1 step, clearing the center, trying to get rid of the football in a hurry and catch the defense on their heels with the short route. And those short routes sometimes can add up into big plays if you can pump it and then turn your guy back up the sideline.
Now, Blue Devils will bring Rudd to the short side of the field and put Mike Greer and Hankins to the wide side, and Pitt back to throw. Got a little time. Now the pocket collapses, and Pitt going to be had and slung down back outside the 35 to the 36-yard line. The coverage downfield was good. Pitt had time but couldn't find anybody open and hung on to the ball a little bit too long. Maybe should have dumped it earlier, but took the big loss back to the 36-yard line, where it will bring up 3rd down now and about 18.
Well, give the defensive secondary credit for Oakland as the coverage made Damon sit there and have to wait for somebody to try to get open. Oakland came with the rush, and Damon unable to escape.
Lebanon now needing 2 big plays to get over this 3rd and 16 situation. And the Blue Devils spread the field. Pitt to throw over the middle. Hot pass is not there, and Adam Pitt cannot come up with it. Had he been able to catch it, had the ball been on target, that would have been a good gainer because he had some room down that middle once again, but the pass was a little wide.
Looks like they tried to hit Adam Pitt in the seam, and Damon with a quick drop trying to unload the football before the defense had a chance to recover. Incomplete, and Lebanon now looking at a 4th down and maybe around 16 yards to go for the 1st.
And boy, he had some room in that seam. He was in that seam, and had he been able to get the football to him, he would have had some running room down the middle. Lebanon now looking at a 4th and 16. 3 wide receivers out, 2 near side, 1 far side, and Pitt going to call timeout because he sees something he doesn't like, and the Blue Devils will take their 2nd timeout of the first half with 7:23 remaining. They trail Oakland 7-0, and again, we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hi, I'm Rachel Moore, a Lebanon varsity football cheerleader, here with Chris Jefferson at Square One Express. We would like to thank you for your support of Lebanon football and present you with this Blue Devil souvenir.
We are Hallmark Drive to Square Express, and Dale and Hart proud to be proud sponsor of Lebanon High football.
Go, Devils, go!
Devils long snap is good. Pitt's got time. Kicks for the corner, and this one's going to be into the end zone. I think Lebanon got a hand on it down about the goal line, but it goes into the end zone and will come out to the 20, and Oakland will have it at that point. So the Patriots overcome their mistake. They fumbled it away at about the 30-yard line, and Lebanon winds up kicking from the 36.
So, Terry, I can do the math on that. 36 yards on the punt, as Lebanon very nearly came close to downing the football deep in Oakland territory. Joe Preer and Adam Pitt down there quickly. If they could have got the ball on that before it hit that last bounce.
Okay, here come the Patriots now out of the huddle and up to the line. And they give it to big Emerson Williams, the fullback. And Lebanon's going to knock him down after about a 2-yard gain. Not a lot out of the big fullback there. And I've already seen the object to him is get him early, because if you let him get those legs turning, he's a load to bring down.
Well, this is an I-formation football team that likes to run the toss sweep, and as Counts clears the center, he'll pump that toss sweep